Have you guys made your plans for WrestleMania? Well, hope you did them in pencil, because those plans have changed. Stay tuned.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
What is up, everybody? We are live on AfterBuzzTV.com, the AfterBuzz TV YouTube page, iTunes, SoundCloud. You're liking, you're subscribing, you're telling your friends, you're telling your foes, you're telling all the champions that you could think of to tune in and watch AfterBuzz TV as we break down Smackdown Live. And wow, we got a lot to talk about tonight. What's up, everybody? I'm Christian Rosenberg. Whole gang's with me. First off, he is Tom Connolly.
Hello, hello.
That's all Such energy.
That's all I got tonight.
After his big reveal last week.
Yeah, it was a great reveal last week, and after tonight, I'm just drained.
We had the reveal of Hawk and Animal Connolly coming soon.
And I'm not even on my way to WrestleMania yet.
I was going to say, if you're drained, wait until you have kids and they're actually born, because that's going to be a real drain.
That's
going to
be easy compared to this writing crew of WrestleMania and WWE.
By the way, that other voice you're hearing is Miss Gabby Loren, who's also here.
Hey, now that's some energy for you.
What was this thing with your arms that you just did? Huh?
You're about to curse.
I was not. I was like, what was this thing you did with your arms? I keep this show PG like the product.
Sure.
So, guys, did anything happen tonight?
No. It was
a pretty ho-hum show, right?
Super basic.
I think it was just like, maybe someone's going to WrestleMania, maybe someone's not.
If you can't see, we're winking.
Yeah. And all I know is our live chat roll, pretty much all they're talking about is they're waiting for Tom to rage.
And guess what?
What, Tom?
It's not going to happen.
Boom! And we're going to get into why. Let's start out. New Day comes out. They're thanking their fans for the support over the last 5 years. I loved what Xavier and Big E did over Twitter and Instagram this last week. Because, you know, I always a fan of throwing the reality in the storyline. And, you know, Xavier, like, posting a video, not for his Up Down channel, but just on his Twitter and stuff, while he was at a big, I don't know which game convention he was at this week, but he's always at a lot of them. And Big E, like, you never see serious Big E, but we got that. He's normally just making sweet love to those burritos from was Pancheros, I think is the chain that he's obsessed with. But you know, we had like Serious Solomon. They were throwing the hints of like the thought of racism and the reason for this stuff.
I felt like that too. Like there is an equality amongst the WWE superstars, and maybe because they are more urban and are African American, that they're not getting a fair chance, even though they didn't say those words exactly.
Exactly. Like they implied it.
Kind of implied it.
But they wouldn't go full force and say it. So I was curious. I'm like, how is it going to be addressed on SmackDown then?
Right.
So they come out, start by thanking the fans, and they talk about how Kofi exudes power, positivity, and they want answers because Big E and Xavier are considering quitting.
I was going to say, this promo, when they were in the ring at the top of the show, I almost felt like they were about to retire just because of those videos they put on social media. It was so believable, and my heart was about to break. So I am so happy that wasn't the case. Take it away.
Well, they call up Vince McMahon, and they say they're not leaving the ring until Vince comes out. By the way, once again, Kofi silent during this entire thing. And it keeps making me think, like, something's going to come out. You know, there's always, like, the classic thing of, like, those kung fu movies when, like, oh, there's just that quiet guy in the corner. He's not doing anything. Something's going to happen. He's going to do something amazing. Something's going to happen. Got to keep your eye on him because something's going to happen. And then if nothing happens, you're like, what was the point?
Yeah.
And I kind of felt that way with Kofi in this situation. So Vince comes out, but before Vince can say anything, Daniel Bryan comes out and says New Day is a stale novelty act. Let him quit. We'll get 3 guys from NXT, call them Fresh Afternoon, and they will throw waffles into the crowd. I am ready to buy a Fresh Afternoon T-shirt.
Not me. No thanks.
That's and then eventually
make that. Someone's already making that right now.
And then 5 years later, that'll be gone, and we'll have the new stable of Pleasant Evening. and they enjoy French toast. Daniel Bryan saying Vince has been right every step of the way, but Xavier saying Daniel Bryan's too scared to face Kofi one-on-one, and you've turned into a hypocrite. And Vince says, I'm going to call your bluff, New Day. You guys aren't going to quit. There's not a bone in your body that's going to quit. But you know what? Kofi, you've had your chances. You're not getting any more chances. But if you guys can be more than a B-plus tag team, put you in a tag team gauntlet.
Yet they are already the longest reigning tag team champions of all time.
Yep.
And
five-time champs. But you're a B-plus tag team. So we're going to put you... You know, we just had a gauntlet 6 weeks ago, and then a gauntlet last week. We're going to do another... We're just gauntlet crazy.
I just want a whole Smackdown that's just a 2-hour gauntlet match.
We're getting there.
Pretty much an hour. No,
It's,
like 30
yeah, it's...
No, but I mean, but we're going to have a 2-hour, like, just one match, the whole show.
Well, the thing is, too, I think the whole reason behind Vince then giving them another gauntlet is to throw more obstacles, of course, in Kofi's way. But here's the thing. Now
there are other... Let's do a 10-on-2 tag match.
Yeah, well, that's not...
I mean,
yeah.
I'm not saying that's a good idea, but
Yeah.
why does
It's
everything have to
another
be
way
a gauntlet?
do it.
Yeah.
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 Well, here's the thing, though, also. I think that he's putting so much pressure on his tag team partners with Big E and Xavier. And it's like, these guys have to work so hard for Kofi just to have a shot at that WWE championship. And when he does, if he does get it, let's say he becomes champion at WrestleMania, I honestly think the New Day should be a part of that because there's no reason why it should just be Kofi's after all the work that his partners had to put in just to get him there in the first place.
Well, that's a big thing. Whenever they cut the promos, they say like this title is not just one of our, it's ours.
Yeah.
And they've
It needs
been
to
and
be.
they've been saying that with the WWE title as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't foresee them rotating on who defends it.
Why not?
I would like that. It'd be
I
different.
almost feel like they should because
Yeah.
they're making them fight too,
Yeah.
just for these opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, it's we're getting to the payoff.
Yeah.
Hopefully at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Where, they do overcome and Kofi wins. And then it's like, it is a victory for all of them because it really did it's taking that group effort.
Yes.
To get him there and get all of them there. So
It also takes an effort from our entire team of all of our hosts here and all of our engineers and all of our producers to make these shows for you. Segway freaking king. And it doesn't seem as strong whenever I call it out, does
yeah,
it?
no, you should just
'Cause
keep
you're not
going
supposed
with
to
it.
call it
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
I like as soon as I said it, I'm like, that's it. Proud of it. Oh wait, I ruined my own thunder. Anyway, we keep wanting to make this show bigger and better for you, and we want to hear from you and what you like, what you don't like, to make it even better. And Tom's going to tell you how you can help us.
Yes, we need your help, guys. So we want to thank you for making us the ESPN of TV talk. And for us to continue to grow, we need your help by definitely going onto YouTube, subscribing to our channel and all the other channels here at AfterBuzz.
Yes.
And then leaving some comments, getting in on the chat and letting us know what you like, what you don't like.
5 stars and comments on iTunes too.
Yeah. Hey, that's my line. Come on.
Well, you skipped it.
I didn't skip it yet. I'm going back
Fine,
to it.
I'll shut up. I just want all the talk time.
Listen, don't segue into my stuff. You could segue the beginning of it, not into it.
Okay, I apologize.
And being part of AfterBuzz has meant so much to all of us, and we thank you guys for your support for doing what we love. Thank you guys.
Oh, I was waiting for your iTunes part.
You did it for me, sir.
I thought you were going to do it better.
And go to iTunes 5-star rating.
There it is. A quick promo with Becky Lynch. She's talking about how, she is bringing the people to WrestleMania. Ronnie is bringing the title. But what is Charlotte bringing? What is that third wheel, good for nothing, didn't work her way into this match bring? And she's interrupted by Charlotte's music. Out comes Charlotte, and she has a microphone saying, I'm about to show you how deserving I am. We cut to commercial. Come back. Charlotte's in the ring. Asuka's music hits. I'm like, what's happening? Are these two randomly having a match? Or is Asuka coming out to cut a promo? I'm sick of being ignored. I have a title too.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a 4-way to determine my number 1 contender. That's what's been promoted all week. Greg Hamilton announced a title match. Commentators didn't know. I don't know if the referee knew. No one in the crowd knew. We didn't know. Apparently, the only people who knew were Charlotte and Asuka.
Well, if she's sick of being ignored, Asuka, well, this is another time where you were ignored. For sure.
So apparently, WrestleMania rematch, women's championship match happening out of the blue. No build-up, no promo talking about it. It's just there. And I have a weird suspicion as to why.
Why?
I have no knowledge of this whatsoever. It's total speculation. It's a complete guess on my end. I think Asuka's hurt. I think she's injured.
But she actually went through with an entire match tonight.
She did, but she didn't seem like herself. She seemed to step off on a lot of items.
But if she's that injured where she can't compete in WrestleMania or just be at WrestleMania, then why would they give her a match 12 days before?
So they can remove the title from her.
But there's
and give
other
it
ways to do that if you're injured.
Yeah,
but if she was good enough that she can still put on a match to help tell a story.
Yeah.
Before there's some
Lies.
surgery. Again,
Lies.
I don't know. Again, I have
Yeah.
nothing backing this up. This is just a complete guess from what I was watching.
She was not herself because she
I
was
just-
so upset
Well-
by the writers on SmackDown.
Because she's done nothing since she won the belt 3 months ago at
True.
Royal Rumble.
Exactly.
She made Becky tap out at the Royal Rumble, okay?
Yeah.
To win the belt.
Yeah.
And then did
Well,
nothing.
to retain the belt, to retain the title. She wanted that TLC.
Oh, sorry, yeah, okay. But yes, she still made Becky tap, and Becky's still main eventing WrestleMania.
Becky did win the Royal Rumble.
I get that. Yeah, I know. Hey, but
and
who's to
well
say
now
Asuka's
this,
couldn't
well
jump
this
in
could
the
be
Rumble too.
well now you could throw it in saying, well, Charlotte's saying, well, I was able to beat Asuka twice, you haven't beat Asuka.
But also, we only have a week left. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't get. I guess I'm gonna rage kind of a little bit. I just don't. What the heck are they doing? I don't know how many times we said this.
I think I know exactly what they're doing.
What happened?
I'm scared of your rage.
Oh, I was like, what's going on?
Holding up paper between us. I'm just kidding.
But it's almost like just you're trying to throw everything in this concoction. I can't even talk.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Now Charlotte has the SmackDown Women's Championship.
The only thing that I'm not a fan of this is Charlotte just broke the record for most women's championship reigns, and that should have been a build-up for something.
Well, they
and
don't
this
care
was
about
just
that
on
anymore.
I
the
know.
only matter the numbers is 16.
That's honestly well, she's halfway there.
She'll get there. Don't
And
worry.
she'll triple it at this rate.
She's gonna win the Raw Championship at Mania.
But here's the
She'll be at
thing:
9.
What do we predict? What did both you and I predict would happen at the Rumble? You remember?
I don't remember what we picked.
So we said Becky would win the Rumble, which we were correct on. But we were predicting we'd have champion versus champion, and both titles on the line at Mania. We were saying with Becky and Ronda. So,
gotcha. Oh, yeah.
So, why can't both titles be on the line?
I think it will.
Because if we have only one women's tag championship that's going to both shows, granted, the women's roster has grown exponentially over the last year and a half, but we know it's still nowhere near the size of the men's roster.
But then how do you decide?
Yeah, no, see, I don't
whoever wins,
like,
what do they pick?
Yeah,
What championship?
I see where you're
they-
going. I don't like that idea at all.
I think based on what they're displaying, I'm thinking they're going to make one unified women's champion. And they're going to be on both shows like the women's tag champions.
I hate that idea.
wow.
I hate it.
I'm not saying it's a good idea. I'm saying that's my perspective on it.
Well, then you know what? Hey, take that Universal Championship in the WWE and combine it together too. Might as well. If you're going to do it that way, you're going to combine them all.
But why don't we just combine all the shows?
Exactly.
Well,
what the hell?
Why do we have a brand split?
Well-
Joe's showing up on Raw. Angles
I mean,
on SmackDown.
Lately, it's not mattered because we've been seeing everybody mixed up.
I know, but
before
also
WrestleMania.
you can't establish the rules and then just break all your rules. It doesn't make it's stupid. It makes no sense.
Hell, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if somehow a takeover, Becky wins the NXT championship and they all have titles and just go nuts.
Exactly.
Please no. Becky
At
deserves more than NXT.
At this point,
I just don't like the idea. There is too many women on this roster. If the guys can compete for 2 different titles on 2 different shows, the women deserve to have that as well. Because I think I get that Asuka has been pushed to the side and is a 10th afterthought to everyone else in this division, but she did have the belt, and when she did have it before, and when Carmella had it, it was important.
yes, it was.
When Becky won it, it felt really big and important.
Yes, it was.
So it's like, You were building this up. It's on the writers and the people that work there.
Yes.
To make it important. If they don't make it a priority, or at least somewhat a priority, then why am I to care about it? Charlotte might as well just throw that belt in the trash and not even take it to WrestleMania.
I mean, I'm thinking it's really gonna be one of two things. Either they're gonna unify the title, which I don't want, or as of on Raw, they're gonna create something where, like, depend on who gets pinned. So if Charlotte gets pinned, whoever beats them, they're that SmackDown champion. If Ronda gets pinned, they're the Raw champion. If Becky gets pinned, then she's fired. I don't know.
It's already speculated that if someone betrays their other two...
Well, that's in the 6-woman tag match.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm talking about the Triple Threat Mania match.
Oh, okay, all right. But,
I'm saying, you know...
Yeah, but Charlotte could betray them and then just not be in the match completely.
That's also possible.
Well, I think it would be great to hear from the AfterBuzz audience. What do you guys think?
They are pissed at this.
Yeah, I know. Well, the chat roll is definitely not a fan of Charlotte getting this WWE Championship. So, what do you guys think about tonight's win for Charlotte? Do you think she's going to take this belt into her match at WrestleMania, and will it be up for grabs? Comment, let us know, because I think this is definitely something that's totally up in the air. We still have one more show before WrestleMania, who knows if she'll even keep it. Maybe they'll throw something at us last minute.
She might lose the title next week for all we know.
That'd be really...
Who knows?
I know that.
At this point, who knows?
But I don't... I mean, as much as I like the unpredictability of it, it's almost like every week they're like, what should we do now? I don't know. Let's do this. Okay, that sounds like a good idea. Next week she could lose the belt. And then what's the point of that?
And the chat roll, a lot of them are saying, oh, yes, you know, I think you mentioned this before we came in the studio, Tom. Oh, yeah, WrestleMania is going to end with all 4 horsewomen with championships.
I predicted it months ago.
You did.
Go back and watch.
But they're not going to pose for that if Charlotte...
I did.
I know, but if Charlotte and Becky still hate each other, they're not going to have some type of Mania pose with it.
They will, though. Come on. Hey, listen, they were best friends before. Like, they'll do that at the end.
You think they're going to cry, embrace, and hug at the end?
Yes, I do. Because listen to this. If Becky wins, bye-bye Becky. Not on SmackDown anymore. She's on Raw.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like Charlotte's on SmackDown.
Well, I think regardless of the outcome, Becky's going to go to Raw. I think regardless of the outcome. If
Ronda's leaving, if those rumors are true of like her leaving, they need someone on Raw, and she's the perfect person to do that.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna miss her on SmackDown. So
yeah.
Please,
yeah.
no.
So much.
Don't worry. They don't follow the rules anyway, so she'll be on SmackDown every week. So
I would like that. I don't want to lose Becky. She's awesome.
She'll be on 205 Live in no time.
Yeah.
We have a quick promo with AJ Styles talking about how he's honored to be Kurt Angle's last match on SmackDown. I'm not taking this match lightly. Angle laid the foundation for SmackDown, but this is the house that I built. I'm ready for Kurt Angle versus AJ Styles one last time. I'm excited for it. Here it comes. 20 seconds in, calf crusher. 20 seconds after that, ankle lock.
I think it was 14. I think you counted
14. I counted the 14. You're right. I rounded up to be generous. About 20 seconds after that, ankle lock. AJ gets out of that. Orton shows up, RKO's AJ. Angle gives an angle slam to Orton and stands over, as Angle is the towering force.
Which I didn't like that either.
I didn't like that either.
Like, come on, Orton. You're the,
Come on, AJ.
Well, no, but why didn't Orton just attack both of them?
Yeah. Next week, I'm guessing.
Right?
I'm guessing
you don't want that to happen or no?
I'm just confused at this match.
It's
in like
so much.
What are these things called? Quotations?
Yes, yeah.
Air quotes. Yeah.
Air quotes. Yeah, air quotes.
And along with this, I think this was not Angle's last SmackDown match. I think next week we're going to have Angle team with AJ against Orton and Corbin now.
Yeah.
I
think you're correct.
Sure. Fine. I guess Corbin's going to have to be on a SmackDown then. I'm not thrilled about that.
Do we really think... after all of this build up to WrestleMania, I really think SmackDown needs to be a 3-hour show.
No, I don't want it to go 3 hours.
Please, then I can't host this show anymore because I won't have time in the day to watch.
What do you mean? You don't have 3 hours to just watch SmackDown?
No, we got to work too, okay?
Gabby has a 3-hour maximum of wrestling. So she has 2 hours to watch it and 1 hour to talk about it. We can't overlap it.
Just get some earbuds, listen to it. work.
It's more work than just the 2 hours that you're watching
I
because
know.
like we do the news and we have all this like if we can, we try to be as prepared as possible. So it's like more goes into it.
Well, I
than
guess if
just
we
the
weren't
2
having like hour-long gauntlet matches every week, then
Yeah.
there'd be more stuff that could happen.
Tom, do you want to host those 3-hour shows? Because you can go in. Be a solo
if
show.
it's as good as SmackDown is now, yes. If it's like Raw, no.
If I was making the salary of a WWE superstar, I would have no complaints.
I don't know.
I'll be here
which
all
one,
day.
though?
I will watch 48 hours
Gabby,
straight.
we broke down a lot of the salaries.
Yeah.
They're not that good.
Yeah.
Well, let's say if you're a top
You need
player.
like a Rollins
Yeah, you
Reigns
need a Seth
salary,
Rollins salary for that.
First
not
of
a Liv
all,
Morgan salary.
Let's go into the announcer salaries. So that's what we are technically. We're hosting announcers.
Okay, you're lucky if you get 6 figures.
First of all, Renee Young is up there. Of course, Michael Cole, Corey Graves, like all the guys for sure are up there. The women are newer, so
Yeah.
it will take them a little
Actually-
time. But Josie and Alexia actually does really well, from what I read.
Real funny. Not really funny, but years ago, Tom, you were there. No, Gabby, you were there too, because you're the one who introduced us to Josh Matthews.
Yeah,
Back when he was
that's
still.
how we became friends.
Yeah, back when he was still employed by WWE.
Yeah.
Because I asked him like this very question. I just confronted him. I'm like,
you asked him how much he
well,
makes?
I didn't ask him how much money he makes.
Oh my
I
god!
didn't do
your
that.
bank account.
I didn't do that, but I asked him. I said like, because I know all wrestlers like independent contractors, and at that time he said, me and Michael Cole are actually the only announcers on salary. Everyone else was an independent contractor.
Not anymore because
I'm
Kathy
sure it's
Kelly
different
is
now.
on salary,
Again,
which we know.
This was like 6 years ago.
Yeah,
5 years
This
ago.
was before they made some changes.
Yeah.
Also,
But if I'm-
Justin Roberts was there then. I'm pretty sure we met him too. He was at the table.
I don't know if he was there at that
Yeah,
one. I don't
Justin.
remember. I don't remember seeing Justin.
Justin was there.
I was too busy. Probably I grilled Josh Matthews.
I don't know,
felt so
but
bad.
hey, we should probably segue back into SmackDown.
No,
Anyways.
no. I just want to talk about random dinner encounters from 5 years ago.
You're the one that said you wanted a 3-hour show, okay?
Hey,
Our show doesn't have to be 3 hours.
but hey, Rey Mysterio's son is with him again.
Oh, come on. I cannot wait for
This
Joe
makes
to
no
choke him
sense.
out. Oh, he's going to
Why
choke
is
him out. It's going to be
Dominic
so
there?
awesome.
He needs to speak louder on the mic. Put it that way.
Well, hi, I'm Dominic Mysterio. I'm guessing his last name is Mysterio.
No,
I'm Dominic
Whoa,
Mysterio.
whoa, whoa.
I know
Well,
it's
no,
not.
we'll talk about
I know it's not. But Samoa Joe only cares about himself, and I can't wait to watch my dad beat him for the United States Championship in what will most likely be a WrestleMania kickoff match. Booyaka!
Oh, man. He is going to get... Joe is going to destroy him, and it's going to be so awesome. I just cannot wait. That's going to be my favorite part of WrestleMania.
Tom, you're supposed
All
to support the
72
children.
hours of it. He's
Support the
a
kids.
man. He's 21 years old.
Promo from The Miz, talking about how Shane's lit a fire in him that he didn't know he had. Miz challenges Shane to a false count anywhere match. Okay, now we have another scenario that I just don't understand. So Shane's music hits. Security comes out. Fine, we've seen this a million times. 5 other superstars come out. We have Primo, who I guess Epico's hurt again. I feel bad for him because he gets hurt all the time. I don't know why he wasn't out there. Primo, Shelton, who just had a 20-minute match on Raw, which again, makes no sense that he was on Raw.
Exactly.
And Sanity, all 3 members. And then out comes Shane.
Oh, is that who those guys were?
Yeah. Eric Young got a haircut. I don't know if you recognize him. So Shane is insulting Miz's father, accepts the false count anywhere, says the greatest mistake that his dad ever made was impregnating your mother.
Oh.
This enraged the Miz so much that in his suit, he flies out of the ring, beats up the 8 to 10 security guards. Which again, we've seen this. That's not the biggest deal in the world that he beats them up. But it did take a little while.
Yeah, it took way too long. Like,
Then-
they just kept fighting back.
Then,
Don't they know their cue? They're like, get punched once, you're down.
I don't know. Then after he takes out the 10 security guards, takes out Primo with 1 whip into the steps.
Steps are steel steps, man.
Shelton Benjamin, who just had a 20-minute match with Seth freaking Rollins, taken out with 1 whip into the ring post.
It's a metal ring post.
And then all 3 members of Sanity practically jump on top of Miz. Shane is just standing at the top of the stage watching. And then Miz somehow beats up all 3 members of Sanity while Shane, very creepy-like, it's kind of like his head is just peeking out of the curtain.
It's like he's scared.
And
like,
then slowly walking away.
is it over yet? No, it's still going? Okay.
That was hysterical to me.
Miz,
Yeah, it made me laugh every
Miz
time
is
they do
not a
that shot.
giant. He's not a monster. He's not a lunatic. But he somehow can beat up, in a suit, 15 people?
When you have that awesome rage in you, it just comes out.
This is
You
not
know?
the first time Miz has fought in a suit. He does it pretty often, actually.
15 people?
Yeah.
I mean, it's been up there.
Listen,
Miz has beat up 15 people.
Once you
suit,
switch
yeah,
from being a bad guy to a
Trish
good
is
guy,
doing-
we all know you get superhuman powers and strength. They can just beat up anybody and overcome anything.
It's an adrenaline rush.
Yeah,
So when you
exactly.
have adrenaline flowing through your body, you can do anything. You can move trucks.
But along with this,
Do all kinds
if
of
we have a tag team gauntlet, why the hell is Sanity not in the gauntlet and doing this instead?
because
Because Shane paid him off, Shane, and Vince was backstage. So I'm
Oh,
sure
God.
Vince had some say in this. That's his son. You never know what goes on behind the scenes.
And Dylan Matthews in the chat, yes, I personally would go down with one shot to the ring post. You know why? Because I'm not a professional wrestler. Therefore, I'm a manager. Managers die after one hit. That's our job. Wrestlers wrestle gauntlet matches. Not this.
Have faith in yourself.
Oh, okay. So speaking of that, we go into the gauntlet at this point. New Day starts the gauntlet against Gallows and Anderson, which I was kind of thrown off because Gallows and Anderson are good guys and they're starting off against good guys. But the match lasts a minute.
yeah,
They beat Gallows and Anderson in a minute.
what was the point of that?
I don't know. What did Gallows and Anderson do?
Like, why not start it off with the Usos? You know what I mean? If they're gonna come down and just be like, we forfeit, like.
I don't know. This was weird.
Well, I mean, there were some things online of them wanting to like be out of their contract.
Well, and I did find this ironic that the New Day storyline was them teasing that they were going to quit. And then the first 4 guys they face are the 4 guys with rumors swirling that they are going to quit. And Gallows, Anderson, Nakamura, and Rusev. And speaking of that, so yeah, Nakamura and Rusev come out next. And here's where Christian's Closet music comes into play. Because Lana... Apparently, Lana wanted to, like, really match Nakamura more so than her husband this week. I mean, Rusev kind of had similar colors, but Lana had like the tight short dress, which we know we're accustomed to, but like the stripes and everything matching Nakamura's outfit perfectly. And then Lana got her hair did. It's a shorter look now. She looks
she
ravishing.
just took out her extensions. That's what she did.
So therefore, someone worked on her hair.
Yeah, but
That means she got her hair did.
she could have long hair next week. But sure, yeah.
I'm
you can put
sure-
that
I'm
in.
sure
she
it's
will.
possible.
I'm sure she'll have long hair tomorrow.
That's now a Christian's hair salon segment.
Yes. Sponsored by Pantene Pro V. It's not really
Exactly.
sponsored by Pantene Pro
Or
V.
L'Oreal.
L'Oreal. That's a better one. All right, that's all for that. So they go like 15 plus minutes or so. And one thing I did like about this, though, is I liked how Big E and Xavier would really put over their finishing move because of the fact that they did it on 2 consecutive opponents. Because it wasn't like the desperation thing of, like with Kofi last week, just trying to do any type of move or any type of roll up. Oh, no, we're getting them ready because we know if we hit this move, they're done. So I like that they did on Gallows and Anderson, and I like they did it on Rusev and Nakamura. They eliminate them. Then New Day takes on the Bar. In a Nakamura match, Xavier took the beating. In the Bar match, Big E took the beating. And now we're at the point where, yeah, they were just desperately like gasping for air and things like that. So now, okay, desperate situations. Woods finds a way to roll up Sheamus, eliminates them. Then Sheamus and Cesaro beat the crap out of them, put Big E through a table. And then out come the Usos. And this is where we're just like, Usos were cheering for Kofi last week. Why are they coming out?
Well, I was like,
I was so confused. I'm like,
SmackDown Tag Team Champions.
they're gonna throw them in. I'm like,
Forgot about them.
I'm like, they better lie down. That was my mind. I'm like, they better not wrestle if they were cheering for Kofi last week. They better lay down for them. And they go on the mic saying Kofi deserves a title shot, and they forfeit. When was the last time we heard a wrestler say, "I forfeit the match"?
I don't know. I liked it though.
I loved it. I loved
like
it.
I feel like everyone's promo, like even the New Day guys at the beginning too, like it's just so genuine. Like you really feel like if you've been watching this long enough, wrestling or WWE or whatever, like you really feel you're like, wow, like they're all just saying things that they really feel and just are actually, it's not scripted where you're like they're like really forcing it that they really want Kofi to win. It's like, no, he earned our respect. I was almost thinking when they were like, "Oh, Kofi earned our respect." I was waiting for them to be like, "But you guys haven't," and then like double super kick. I was waiting for that.
Because they were sort of like, "Kofi's earned our respect."
Yep, I was waiting for
it.
But
smack.
Yeah.
I appreciated this because it's finally, there's a superstar that has a soul in them.
Yeah.
With all this
Two of
going
them.
on.
Yeah.
2 of them, but they're twins, so 2 becomes 1. Oh, Tom, you're going to know
No,
what that's like
there'll
soon.
be 2.
Yeah,
There
but
won't be 1.
it's really nice to have like the camaraderie, and I have mentioned this from last week, like even this week, seeing them backstage, cheering them on, really rooting for Kofi to get into this WrestleMania match. It's nice to see people supporting each other, and when it's not all about like who's gonna get this and I'm gonna fight for that. Like, let's have some contrast here. So finally we get people that stand up for what's right.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yes,
Exactly.
thank you, Usos.
And Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan were not happy about them standing up for what's right. They destroyed that
was
poor
great.
television. And they were just like trying to find things. Eric Rowan's like, "Here's a chair. I'm going to throw that."
Daniel Bryan like picked up that chair and he was like about to throw it, and Rowan was like right in his way, and he was like, and then threw it.
It was such an awkward rage.
Yeah, it was.
And then led to Daniel Bryan and Rowan coming out as the last team in this gauntlet match.
Someone online earlier was like, "Oh, if only Rowan had a tag team partner."
Who would that possibly be? I have no idea.
Not Daniel Bryan.
I don't know who you could possibly be thinking of.
I can't even remember his name now. Like literally slipped.
You were joking about Luke Harper.
I know it was. I know. I forgot his name. I was like, wait, what is his name again? Yes. I mean, I really think Harper could still show up in this whole situation.
He very well could.
Somebody brought up in the chat roll, was it weird that Asuka was right behind Kofi cheering them on?
Yes.
Yes.
I thought it was weird too.
Yeah.
I just lost my belt, but it's okay.
But I'm still in good
I'm
spirits.
still so happy.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
weird.
that I love that there was even more people watching
Yeah.
this time. Owens was there, Miz was there.
It's basically everyone that came out at the end.
Yeah.
All the good people, all the
Yeah.
good guys.
But yeah, Asuka made no sense.
I know.
Like, you should be pissed right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should be still just sitting in your locker room
shouldn't
after a
see you at
shower,
all.
just sulking because you just lost your championship.
Right.
Go Kofi, you're right here, but go them. I don't know. So I loved the finish to this though.
And it was Mary Annette. I know you want me to shout you out, so I'm gonna
There you go.
shout you out. Gotcha, girl.
So I love the finish of this because again, Big E and Xavier desperate to find a way to beat the WWE champion and Eric Rowan. And Rowan's the legal man. Xavier counters a move from Daniel Bryan, hits a tornado DDT on the outside. Rowan was trying to get the table ready to put Big E through it again, through the announce table. They counter, knock Rowan over the table, and then Big E throws the table on top of him, which you would think would be a disqualification.
Why?
Exactly. And go
He
in the
just
ring.
placed the table on top of him. He didn't really.
Even though
throw
there
it
was
on him.
enough space if Rowan wanted to
Yeah.
slide through the side.
My favorite part was go back and watch Rowan, his hand waving like, no, don't hit the table on me.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to get out of the way.
Yeah.
No.
and the referee counts to 10. New Day wins the last match by count out. Which, yeah, on one hand might seem a little lackluster for a
I
finish of a
loved it.
gauntlet, but I loved it because it was unique.
Yeah, it was like these guys just fought 4 other teams.
Yeah.
Right? And, they're not always going to win every match by, a roll up or some, crazy way to win the match. I thought it was fun. It was unique. And it really, you get the whole crowd into it too, because they're all counting with the ref and with, you know.
They were a second ahead of the ref. Did you notice that?
Were they?
All of a sudden, when Kyoto reached 9, crowd popped huge because they said 10.
But I feel like
They knew, yeah.
And so New Day win. Kofi runs in celebration. The locker room clears out in celebration. Caleb Braxton runs to Vince McMahon in the back. The only good guys that are left.
Yeah.
They all came out to celebrate. And Kayla stops Vince McMahon at his limo. So does this mean Kofi's going to WrestleMania? Vince says yes. And we'll see how a B-plus player does for the WWE Championship against Daniel Bryan.
Yikes.
It's finally there.
So,
finally there.
What do you guys think will happen? I mean, I know we still have 12 days to go to WrestleMania, but do you think that Kofi could possibly be a champion?
I think next week we get an official contract signing.
Yes.
And I think that's where Kofi's going to have the promo of his life.
Yes.
Like,
he's been holding it in.
Yeah,
like I
that's
said,
why he hasn't been talking.
We've been waiting. And I think we're going to get that as well.
Like him face to face with Daniel Bryan, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be amazing.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. We'll see. I'm also looking forward to what Gabby has in store for Wrestling Rap, because we got to get into that.
Yes, we do. There we go.
I love it. You had to wait for the music to kick in.
You know what? We can't do it without the music. All right. For the sponsored Kevin Owens Wrestling Rap of the Week, we have Nikki Bella officially retiring from in-ring action. So on Total Divas, if you caught the season finale that just aired, she had said that she feels as though, it's too much for her body. Why am I doing this anymore? She's overworked. There was a European tour that they have last year where she just felt like she didn't want to participate in it, and she wanted to just be with her family. So with all these revelations and Brie also announcing her retirement earlier, she decided, I'm going to follow in suit and focus on those businesses that I have on the side, like the fashion line Birdie B and her wine company Bella Radici. So there will be no more Bellas in ring unless there's a huge event in the future where they make a comeback again, where I don't know. Undertaker retired and he came back, so you can't really take it seriously.
I don't mean to make this sound.
He didn't officially retire.
I don't mean to make this sound.
he
I know.
hung his stuff.
I know. Hey, I was there. I watched it.
Yeah, I was there too.
too.
I don't mean to make this sound rude or disrespectful, but this announcement should have came 4 years ago.
Why do you say that?
Because Nikki has not been a good wrestler.
I think it should have came after Evolution, but
Evolution as like their send off, fine. But that was the worst match on Evolution, was Nikki and Ronda. That was the worst match on the show.
I think that she's waited till now to officially expose this because of Total Divas or Total Bellas.
Sure.
I mean, they want to save drama for the show, and that's like the whole storyline. So if they announced it prior to the show, when it actually happened, then it would destroy their storylines and nobody would care about Total Bellas.
Yeah. And I mean, Brie had her farewell match at WrestleMania, technically farewell match at WrestleMania in Dallas, but then she had those couple extra things with Daniel Bryan or whatever.
Which I think it was cool. Like,
like that storyline with Miz and Maurice and stuff, like, because the story made it work, so I was okay with that. And to me personally, I know Brie gets a lot of flack because of wrestlers that have gotten injured in matches with her, especially like that Liv Morgan thing or something last year. I know, I'm just saying. But to me, Brie was a much better wrestler than Nikki.
I don't think they were bad. I think
light years ahead of Nikki.
I mean, did they go in the Hall of Fame next year?
They will be in the Hall of Fame for they will be in the Hall of Fame for what they've done for women's wrestling because of Total Divas. For the stuff they did outside the ring, I commend them for that, and they will be in the Hall of Fame for that. I don't really feel if they didn't do any of that and they were just wrestlers, I wouldn't think they'd be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Well, she also did, not to be whatever, but she did date John Cena, and she is married to Daniel Bryan. So also their status was brought up because of that relation.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
That
You know?
certainly helps.
Regardless. But yes, they did amazing things, I think, in wrestling, especially behind the scenes, to also spotlight women in wrestling and create more attention mainstream
No,
because of the shows and
and-
all the
yeah.
other adventures they did.
And they did it because I can tell you for a fact, my older sister growing up always made fun of me for watching wrestling. What is one of my sister's favorite TV shows to watch? It's Total Divas.
Now you can
And
make fun of her and be like, "Ha! Look at what you're
Well,
watching."
but now she'll occasionally ask me like, "Oh, how's Nia doing?" Like on
That's
Raw,
so
like and stuff like
funny.
that because she's
Yeah.
now learned them and as respected what they do outside the ring with everything in their schedules. So that show has helped a lot of other fans or people become fans.
Yeah,
so
and-
I commend them for
And
that.
I think we wouldn't be having this women's main event of WrestleMania if it wasn't for Total Divas. Like, I mean, really,
I
do.
can
Like,
understand
I
that.
think it was part of that evolution of getting them there.
And I will remind you all that I actually got back into wrestling because of Divas. Because as it first went on television, that's what made me want to do main event. Because
Yep.
I think it was around the same time.
Yeah.
So, like, as in the recap for main event
Yeah.
and be involved in watching wrestling here. So,
All right. What we got next?
all right, next, Joan Jett is going to be performing Bad Reputation as Ronda Rousey makes her entrance into the ring for that highly anticipated WrestleMania 35 match with Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair. So that should be pretty awesome.
I think that's really cool. I mean, it's like the equivalent of Motorhead.
Yeah, with Triple H, yeah.
introducing Triple H. I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Hey, guess what?
Yeah.
It's no Flow Rider.
It is. It's not Flo Rida. It's not quite Machine Gun Kelly.
No, but this song means a lot to Ronda because it's something she enters into the ring
It's
across the board for
Well,
her.
it's what she is for UFC. It's what she is for WWE. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. Now, this is going to be something
we
that
need
makes
more time.
everybody upset because
Okay. You got 3 minutes.
We've had this discussion here before, and it's very upsetting when WWE shortens names like Andrade Cien Almas
Oh,
to Andrade.
this.
Well, WWE did it again,
No.
and now they've shortened Mustafa Ali to just Ali.
Why?
I don't know. I wish I knew.
Well, I'm gonna say it this way: there's only one Ali.
Yes.
Ever.
Yes.
Ever. And
There-
I'm sorry, it's not Mustafa.
Are they trying to get the crowd to chant Ali, Ali, like they did for Muhammad Ali? Because
Yeah.
that's a mistake.
Exactly.
If anything, if they had to shorten it, you shorten it to Mustafa.
Yeah. Like that's such a cool name.
And here's the thing. And why do we need to okay, if the commentators just like to keep it short while calling the matches, call him Ali, call him Andrade, fine.
Yeah.
The ring announcer doesn't have to shorten it. The Titantron doesn't have to shorten it. It makes no sense.
It makes no sense.
I agree.
No
it's very
sense
upsetting.
at all.
Oh God.
All right,
Like,
before we
all
rate,
of them is just so dumb.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
It just takes away any of their I don't know, the mystique of any of them.
Yeah.
Like, are you gonna be happy when he becomes just Owen or Owens
it
instead of
better
Kevin?
not.
No, he's gonna come out. He's gonna come out Kevin. He's gonna be Kevin.
He's just gonna be Kevin.
Kevin. That's not as cool.
And his opponent, Kevin.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's so lame. And Kevin's like a popular name.
Right.
I don't know, it's stupid. All
I
right,
just think
anyways.
of Home Alone.
Yeah, I get Home Alone. Great reference. The next story and final story is WWE is moving headquarters and they are selling the Titan Towers
Oh, let's
in
buy it.
Stamford, Connecticut. So originally I was thinking, oh my God, where are they going to move to? What state is it going to be? But no, they're staying in Stamford, Connecticut.
They're just moving like down the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're moving to just a new location, another street, I guess. And the address is actually public in case anyone wants to go stalk them. No, I'm just kidding. The new complex is on 677 Washington Boulevard. But yes, they will be leaving, and it's going to be happening, I believe, in, let's see. Their lease is ending, I think, around July 1st. So
I mean, it is. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
That's
not
weird.
like it's not a big story necessarily to us or to, but I mean, like that's where WWE's been forever.
I don't get why they're
far as the-
moving.
Yes.
Like I get they maybe need more space, but why don't just build like
well,
Maybe it's
No.
actually cheaper to go into that big one than to just completely expand the other one.
I guess.
well, usually
yeah.
what happens is when a
Uh-huh.
lease ends, they want to raise your rent.
Oh,
so
that too.
most likely the building's getting a little bit too expensive for them. And
It's probably
they,
old though.
They had a 16 point, well, I shouldn't say point. They had a 16 and a half, this is conversational here, 16 and a half year lease. That's a long time
Yeah.
to be in one building.
Dang MQ in the chat. So at WrestleMania, we're having Randy versus Allen.
Oh my god.
It's not Randy Orton and AJ Styles. It's Allen versus Randy.
Anyways,
No, it's just Randy versus A.
Or just A. It's just A.
Before we close up for the night, I just want to wish Kevin Owens good luck in the Andrade. Yeah, I was gonna say Andrade because talking about names being dropped. No, the Andre the Giant Battle Royale.
Right.
At WrestleMania 35.
We'll see.
Good luck, Kevin Owens. Get it. Take it home.
All right, we got one more SmackDown before WrestleMania. Tom, you will not be with us next week because you're going to be preparing at WrestleCon to sell some rings.
Yes, I will be.
Because you need to make money. Because you got Luke and Butch Connolly on the way. So tell people how they can find out about it.
I can't wait for you to just keep making up names.
I'm going to come up with different tag team every week.
Twitter, Instagram, Tom the Com. Check out Twitter, Instagram, Connolly Central. We'll be there at WrestleCon. Stop by, say hi, tweet at us, let us know if you're stopping by. And if you do buy something, tweet a picture out too.
Yes, I will retweet it.
Yeah.
Gabby.
I will not be at WrestleMania. I'm so sad. But you guys can find me in Massachusetts working. No, I'm just kidding. Unfortunately, I will be on the East Coast during WrestleMania, and I cannot go to the shows. It's very upsetting, but you guys, I will be watching. Please follow me at Gabby Loren TV on Twitter and Instagram, and Sheehan on Thursday, and I'll be back here on Tuesday next week.
Yeah, you'll be here with me next week.
Yeah, for predictions.
Yeah, and I'm staying in LA during Mania week. I'm just gonna chill, watch it on the West Coast, and be nice and warm. While New York will probably be cold. But you can follow me on Twitter at Will Rosenberg, Instagram, The Will Rosenberg, PersonTees.com/Christian Rosenberg. Wrestling, Pro Wrestling this Friday night. If you can't be in Burbank live, Twitch.tv/Wrestling Pro Wrestling. You can watch my 9021 hobo tear Jervis Cotton Belly from limb to limb. Because Dennis Evil means business. Both of these people have seen Dennis Evil in action. He's not a nice guy.
No, it's scary.
He is.
Very.
And for our other AfterBuzz TV news, follow them on Twitter at AfterBuzz TV. Thanks so much for tuning in. For Tom Connolly, Gabby Loren, I'm Christian Rosenberg. We'll see you later.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.